Assalamualaikum and hi to our lecturer. I am Muhammad Adib bin Roszaidi from class 4D. My matrix number is 2020606776. Today I'm gonna review the technology chapter in CMP281. Technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. Every people nowadays have their own technology using their devices such as email, social media and others. We can create files anywhere, store them into the clouds, access them from an iPad or wireless BlackBerry, insert graphics and hyperlinks, and pass them on to someone else. Technology, it seems, as the potential to make us more productive or to drain away our time. What began as a method for sharing scientific and technical information among defense department and university researchers more than 30 years ago is now an everyday fact of life. Electronic mail or email to most people is a global means of staying in touch, passing data and graphics, and managing the moment-to-moment flow of information needed to run a business. It's also a gateway from the unwanted, such as a hacker. Email also can become a productivity booster, a link to distant markets, and an essential tool for managing everything from employee communication to customer relations. It requires some forethought, discipline, and planning. Isn't it your own private property if you create a quick email message to a friend on your work computer? What about the websites you visit while at work? Isn't it fine if you do it during your lunch break? And the instant message that are flying around the office between friends and co-workers, aren't those private as well? Instant messaging is invading and changing the workplace. Employees started to sneak instant messaging into the office in the late 1990s, but now companies are endorsing it. Faster and more casual than email, IM can foster broader collaboration among employees, even as it further blurs the boundaries between work and life. If more than 90% of all college students polled say that they use the internet for research rather than the library, and 86% check their email every day, wouldn't you expect those habits to continue after they graduate? Two-thirds believe the internet has improved their relations with classmates, and more than half believe email has improved their relationships. These habits are undoubtedly likely to persist once students enter the workforce and begin communicating professionally. Of course, phone conversations will never be completely obsolete. Deal makers and other professionals still spend much of the day on the phone. Researchers say people are more likely to use text-based communications at the preliminary stages of projects. The phones comes into play when there are multiple options to consider or binding decisions to be made. Social media. Social media is a term widely used to include a number of internet-based platforms for connecting with other people as individuals and as members of a social community. Remember that there is still a risk when you post on publicly accessible sites such as Facebook. Do not trash your boss or co-workers, complain severely about your work, or post photos on your profile of yourself doing something illegal or scandalous. Make sure that only the friends you approve of can see photos or more private information, and don't be reluctant to adjust privacy settings so that your boss or anyone who isn't your friend can just click through your profile to see what you're up to weekends. And that's all from me. Thank you.